gonna be honest, y'all. I'm lost for words, man. Woody Johnson, you may have actually outdone yourself for once, bro. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not aware, Woody Johnson decided to stop hanging out with his billionaire buddies, you feel me? He stopped hanging out with all the corrupt people in New York. He decided for one day he's actually going to try to do his job. And you know what it turned into? An utter failure. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying, yes, I understand we got some decent draft capital out of these trades, bro. But, dog, one thing that doesn't make any sense to me is that first of all, we just drafted these dudes. We just drafted Sauce back in 2022? So you're telling me you think it's a good idea to take our best defensive players by far. You're going to take our best defensive players, bro, trade them for picks that, knowing y'all will somehow, like, have them in, like, y'all will somehow fall to, like, the 9th pick or something. And then you're going to get some dudes we haven't even heard of, bro. Who the hell is Mozzie Smith, bro? Did the Cowboys just pick up the dude who was flipping burgers outside their stadium, just offer him wrestle? I've never heard of this dude a day in my life. And then you're going to go get Adonai Mitchell. Now, granted, I'm not going to sit here and lie and act like I don't know who he is. I've heard of him. I don't think I've seen, like, any tape. Maybe like 1 or 2 catches. He's barely an upgrade from Allen Lazard, but you don't have to be that talented as a receiver to be better than Allen Lazard. Woody, bro. Like, this isn't even going to be a long video, bro. It's just the fact that you just sabotage us, like, every single year. Like, what did the Jets do to you, bro? Did, like, the former owner, because I know you've been around for a minute, so I don't know how long you've been. I think you've been owning the team since, like, around 2000. Did the former owner, like, do something to you? And you, like, vowed that you were going to bury this team into the ground? That's the only way this will make sense, bro. You are the most incompetent owner I have witnessed in my 22 years of life, bro. You are the same owner that used Madden ratings as an evaluation for players, bro. You are the same dude who this year we start off 0-7. You have not, the only thing you've done, only thing you said was to shit on our quarterback, who wasn't even playing half the time. Not even half the time, but he didn't play a couple games because he was hurt. You're going to come on national television, shit on our quarterback, and then not do anything about it until today. But last year, we start off 2-3, very, very much so competitive. You're going to fire everybody, bro. Why do you do incompetent things, bro? You obviously are a smart man. You're a billionaire. Like, how is it possible you can be such a good businessman, but so shitty as an owner? You have to be stopped, bro. You have to be stopped. You're gonna, listen, the only bright spots on our team come at the hands of about 5 players. 4 of them, off the top of my head, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, Sauce Gardner, and Quinnen Williams, bro. And you traded 2 of them. One of them was on Twitter today damn near crying and begging to be released and traded, which was Breece Hall. Listen, Breece, you need to stop all that, bro. We can't lose you too, bro. Stop it. Lock in, twin. And that happened in the span of one day. I'm going to be honest right now. I damn near fell to my knees when I saw Sauce get traded. It was at lunchtime for me. My friends texted me. I thought they were trolling me, and then they sent me the Twitter bomb. My heart fell to my stomach. And then like an hour later, I find out y'all trade Quinnen. I'm going to let y'all know right now, if y'all traded G-Dub, bro, I would not make out. My Jets fandom would have came to an end right there. Y'all know that's my boy. G-Dub is a top 3 talent in football at the receiver position, has made some of the greatest highlights I've seen from a player in a New York Jets jersey, bro. If y'all traded him, this channel, say goodbye. Say goodbye to everything. But y'all just did the second worst thing you could do. You traded the best cornerback in football for a pile of scraps. And then you traded one of the best D-lines in football for a pile of scraps. And you can say, oh, we got a first-round pick, Drew. We're rebuilding. How many times do we need to rebuild, bro? How many? We've rebuilt like 5 times in the past decade, and it's gone nowhere. What happened when we tanked to get, we couldn't even tank right to get Zach Wilson. We could have T-Law, but y'all decided y'all wanted to play like the Avengers for a game and then drop off the Rams. I will never forget that shit. Y'all can't even tank right. Y'all messed up with the rebuild. You picked the worst quarterback you could have possibly taken off of a pro day evaluation. Before then, you took Sam Darnold, who was proven to be honestly, a pretty good NFL quarterback. But at the time, we've never beefed up our O-line in like a decade plus. So how can you expect a quarterback you draft to succeed behind a shitty O-line, Woody? Maybe instead of looking at Madden ratings for player evaluations, maybe you should actually study how to make a good football team and how to make a decent offense and how to have a offensive unit that can have a QB be successful, Woody. But you're out here looking at Madden ratings for evaluating players. You're too focused on people's political beliefs who are coaching for you, and then you're going to fire them. You're concerned about all the wrong shit, bro. And then we start out 0-7. The quarterback, keep in mind, the quarterback he shat on didn't even play the week before because he was hurt. He's going to come out and say, he's going to pretty much shit on Justin Fields while acting like he's the only thing wrong with our offense. Has Justin Fields been the problem for the past decade, Woody? When are you going to look in a mirror and stop trading people, firing people, releasing people, shitting on people in the media, and look at yourself? You need to be traded, Woody. You need to be released. You need to be fired. Like I said, y'all, I'm going to be honest, it's not even really, I think the trades themselves aren't that crazy. I'm going to be 100% honest. Like I said, the draft capital that we got makes sense. Somewhat. It's still absolutely, don't get into it, it's still absolutely retarded to trade two of the best defensive players in football. But I can understand we have a losing record and we got draft picks for him. But if this was any other team, it would be okay. But this is the New York Jets we are talking about, bro. What can possibly go wrong will go wrong. Like I said earlier, you guys had a clear way of tanking. Now, don't get into it. Trevor Lawrence ain't all that. But at the time when he was at Clemson, that brother was a stud. You guys had a clear path of tanking for Trevor Lawrence. You messed that up. You actually had a decent coaching staff outside of Nathaniel Hackett last year. We had a decent group who was 100% behind their coach. And you gonna fire everybody. We had a general manager in Joe Douglas who actually put on one of the greatest draft performances of all time in 2022, picking up Breece Hall, Sauce Gardner, and Garrett Wilson, and you're going to fire him. When it's not even, like, you act like he's on the field. Joe Douglas did everything in his power to make sure the Jets had a good football team. But you're going to fire him. And then you're going to bring in this absolute trap, like, bro, the GM, I think his name's like Daryl something, Moogie or something, Daryl Moogie. There must be something with the Daryls, bro, because Daryl Morey in the NBA, Daryl Moogie, Daryl, if you made this trade and this wasn't, I'm putting this on Woody, but Daryl, you had to have a partner since you the GM. You are, like, why would you come into an organization, this is your first full year, what makes you think it's a good idea to come into an organization and just trade away the best players? Why? And like I said, I don't want to hear the rebuild bullshit because we've been rebuilding forever. It's just going to be another 5 years of rebuilding. We're never going to be good, bro. Like, literally, last year's team was a good team. You just got to give them time to marinate, man. It's like making a good steak. You just can't take a steak out the freezer and cook it. You got to let it marinate. You got to let it thaw. You got to let it cook. But I just don't know with y'all, bro. Woody, I'm about to wrap this video up because I've had a very long day. Just got the gym banging and clanging. I had to go to work. Woody, you are a terrorist. I've been saying that. I could say so much other stuff about you, but I don't want to get demonetized. Daryl Moogie, I'm already calling for your job just because of you. The first time I've heard of you, I didn't even know who the GM was until today. The first time I heard of you is because you made this egregious decision to trade our best players away. You have to be gone. And listen, I know I might just sound a little hypocritical because I'm saying you got to let it cook, bro. We had a good GM, and we got rid of him for this dude who just traded away our best players. This is probably how the Mavericks fans felt about when Luka got traded, bro. Sauce Gardner is the best cornerback in football. Quinnen Williams is a top 5, top 10 lineman in football, bro. And we gonna get in return Mozzie Smith? Mozzie Smith? Who? I'm not, oh my gosh, bro. I'm done with this video. I'm done with this team. I'll see y'all boys on Sunday, man.